Hello everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officers at 24/7. My name is Amanjyot and today we are for discussing this class 3 regarding PPB MCQ series. So as you all know, we have started PPB MCQ series from last 2 days, from last 1 day. So this is the second class regarding our series. So in this particular series, in this target series of PPB, what we are doing actually, we are discussing the MCQs. It can be easy level MCQ, it will be moderate or it will be advanced, because we know in your PPB subject we have to face 0.5 markers question, 1 marker and 2 marker questions. 2 marker questions are from the case study, in which you have to logically think that what you have to do if in situation you will be there. So it's a kind of decision making question, so you have to take the decision at that time. If you are facing that situation, what you have to do. So the 2 marks question will be your logical thinking question, that what decision you should take at that particular situation. Okay, so before moving forward to the session, first of all, those candidates who are new to the Officers at 24/7 channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you have not downloaded the Adda 24/7 application yet, then do download the application, because with this application you will be able to enroll in the paid batches of Officers at 24/7. It can be of your PPBs, JAIIB, CAIIB and another bank promotion exams. Okay, now let's move forward. This is our second class in which we are discussing MCQ. What actually we are doing here, first of all, why MCQ series are very important. Whenever we are talking about MCQs or practice, we always tell you that do make sure you are practicing more and more questions. Why it is important to practice more and more questions? Because while you are preparing or while you are giving mock test or practicing topic wise test, then you will find multiple topics in that particular test series, in that particular MCQ series or the test packs. So what happened in this MCQ, today we are going to do the 5 MCQs, and in this MCQs you will get to know around 10 to 12 concepts regarding to particular one question or one topic. So whenever you are revising with the help of MCQ, whenever you are reading with the help of MCQ, you will find multiple MCQs, and in all the MCQs you are going to understand or you are going to learn the different concept about a different topic. That's why always practice multiple questions, always try to solve maximum questions for all the 3 subjects or any other exam you are giving. Okay, now let's start with the first question. The first question is asking, a check is said to be specially crossed. A check is said to be specially crossed when it. So we are talking about check here. So first of all, understand what is check. First, what we have to understand here, what is check. It is a negotiable instrument in which particular section check is defined under the Negotiable Instrument Act. That is all the things we have to understand. So the question simply here is asking, if we are talking about that check is a specially cross check, then which of the following conditions justify the special crossing situation of a check? So first option is saying, bears the name of a bank across its face with 2 parallel transverse lines. Okay, first option. Second is saying, bears 2 parallel transverse lines with the word account pay only between them. Okay, third is saying, bears the name of the bank in a round stamp without 2 parallel lines, transverse lines, or words not negotiable. Now in which of the following condition, and fourth option is saying both A and C is correct. So in which of the following condition we will find out that check is specially crossed? So A, B, C or D, which of the following will be the right answer? Do mention the answer. A, B, C, D, which of the following will be right option for this particular question. So now other details we should remember about check is that check is a negotiable instrument. What is check? Check is a negotiable instrument. It is defined under the section 6 of Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Okay, so check is a negotiable instrument and it is defined under section 6 of Negotiable Instrument Act, and there are multiple types of check. If we talk about open check, ordered check, stale check is there, pre-dated, post-dated, ante-dated check is there, gift check, traveler's check is there. Apart from that, special check is there, cross check is there, account pay check is there. So there are multiple types of check, and all the types of checks are important in the exam. So we have to read all the types of check also. Now this question is talking about that check is said to be special specially crossed when it. If we talk about the crossing, there are three types of crossing. If we talk about the crossing, there are three types of crossing. First is your general crossing, in which you will find that this is your check and on the left side there will be two parallel lines. That is general crossing. If we talk about account pay crossing, in the check, in the two parallel lines left side on the check, you will find written account pay. When the account pay is written between two parallel lines, then it will be account pay crossing. And in case of a special crossing, the parallel lines will be there, the account pay will be written here, but with account pay you will find a name of a specific bank also. So let's say I have written here State Bank of India. Right. So these are the three types of crossing, and according to this crossing or types of crossing, according to the types of crossing, there are three types of check, that is cross check, account pay check and a special class check. Okay. And all the three types of check do not encash cash from the counter of the bank. If you want money from the cross check, account pay check or a special class check, you have to take the amount or the payment of the check in the bank account. You will not be able to take cash from the bank counter. Okay. So if we talk about this particular question, so right answer will be D, that is both A and C are correct. If these two conditions will be fulfilled, then this check will be known as your specially crossed check. And do remember, there are three types of crossing. We have discussed what are the three types of crossing, and under section 6 of Negotiable Instrument Act, check is defined. And in section 13, it is defined that what is negotiable instrument is. If we talk about negotiable instrument, what are negotiable instruments? Simply the instrument which are transferable. So transferable instruments are known as your negotiable instrument. Okay. Now let's move forward to the second question. It is asking about long-term objective of pricing by firm can be. So as we know, our D module is related to the marketing. In marketing, we have to read marketing mix. In marketing mix, there are 4 P's. We all know. Okay, there are 4 P's in the marketing mix. It is also known as marketing mix. It is also known as 4 P's of marketing. That is place, price, promotion, and next is your product. Okay, so these are the 4 P's or marketing mix in which we are talking about the price concept or price mix we are talking here. So the question is asking, what is the long-term objective of pricing by a firm? So why a bank, why a firm? Whenever we are deciding the price, it's a very typical or it's a very important we can say function of any business to decide the price of its product and services, because on the basis of that your long-term objective and short-term objective going to be fulfilled, and you will be able to achieve the objective of your organization. Now, what is the objective of the organization? If we talk about the objective, we have a basic objective regarding that is to survive in the market. The basic objective of an organization is to survive in the market. The second is to earn the profit, and to third is to grow the organization. So there are 3 objectives of a business, that is first survival. And survival is the basic objective of any business, to survive. What does this survival means? It means you are staying at the break-even point. No profit, no loss. Whatever you have invested in the business, you have get that back. That is the survival situation. And if we talk about second situation, that is profit. One second. The second is your profit. And the third one is your growth. So profit will be there when your investment is less than your revenue, that is your profit. And when we talk about the growth, it means number of employees in your organization is increasing, your branches are increasing, your business is increasing, your production is increasing, that is known as your growth. Okay, so here we are saying that there are 3 objectives of a business, and whenever we are deciding the pricing mix or whenever we are taking decision of related to the price, we have to make sure that we are focusing on the costing, on the factors of production, on the other transportation costs and all types of costs. And also you have to analyze, also you have to investigate the market, your competitors, what price they are offering, what price you are offering, what is the difference between their products quality and your products quality. So there are many things which you have to keep in your mind while you are deciding the price of your goods and services. So which of the following will be the right answer? first option is saying profit maximization, long-term objective. We are talking about long-term objective. We are not talking about the short-term objective. It's not like that we started a business and after 1 month we have to shut down the business. No, we have a long-term objective that we have to growth. Every business start with the survival situation and wants to reach the growth stage. Okay. So if we talk about long-term objective, first is saying profit maximization is there. Second is saying entering new market, and third is saying minimum return on investment. So which of the following, which of the three of these, and fourth is saying B and C. So which of the following is correct answer when we are talking about long-term objective of pricing by a firm? What can be the long-term objective which is a firm is taking while deciding the prices? It is A, B, C or D. Which of the following is correct option? Answer the question. What will be the right answer? A, B, C or D? So when we are talking about long-term objective, profit maximization is not a long-term objective. Entering in a new market is a growth of the organization. Okay. And if we talk about minimum return on investment, that is your deciding that this is the return we want, this is the rate of investment we want, this is the rate of return we want from the organization, or we are expecting this much. This is the minimum return we want in the organization, that is the long-term objective. So right answer will be B and C, that is D option. So the right option for this question is D. Good evening, Herman. Now let's move to the next question. Third question is, LEI is a dash digit code to identify parties to financial transaction worldwide. Now we are talking about LEI. So how many digits are there in the LEI code we are talking about here? Now first of all, let me know what does LEI stands for. What is the full form of LEI? As we know, there are multiple abbreviations related to the banking or financial awareness, or in the PPB subject only we have a multiple abbreviations. So you have to read all the abbreviations, you have to cover all the abbreviations which is related to your subjects, principles and practices of banking, and these are confirmed that one question minimum will be there from the abbreviation, and these are static. You know what is the full form of LEI, it is not going to change. So it is better that you start reading all the abbreviation from now onwards, and do make sure weekly you are revising all the your abbreviations also. Okay, now what is the full form of LEI and what is the digit of LEI code? Is it 15, 20, 11 or 21? What will be the right option? And also let me know what is the full form of LEI. Okay. So if we talk about LEI, it stands for Legal Entity Identifier. The full form of LEI stands for Legal Entity Identifier, and it is of 20-digit code. How many digits are there? There are 20 digits, and it is known as, it stands for Legal Entity Identifier. Okay. Now what is this Legal Entity Identifier? It is used in the certain markets like interest rate market, derivative market. These are used, these codes are used there. And also RBI has said that any corporation, when any corporation is having a fund-based service or non-fund based exposure from the financial institution, then they have to issue this particular code also. If it means when a financial institution is providing fund-based or non-fund based exposure, fund-based and non-fund-based exposure, then they have to issue the LEI code. Now what is the fund-based exposure? Fund-based exposure simply means when bank is giving loan to the persons. Bank is giving loan to the, where we are talking about here corporations. When corporations are taking fund-based or non-fund-based exposure from the bank, then the bank or financial institution have to issue LEI code on the corporation's name. Okay, now what is fund-based and non-fund-based fund-based exposure? So if we talk about fund-based exposure, these are the exposure in which actually bank is giving the fund to the customers. Okay, it means it can be your any type of loan, it can be home loan, it can be education loan, it can be your personal loan, it can be any types of loans, will come under the fund base. But when it comes to the non-fund based exposure, it is when bank do not have to actually pay any amount or actually have to give the loan or actually have to give the money to the customer. This includes letter of credit and bank guarantee, in which apart from giving loan to the customer, bank is taking guarantee, bank is taking the responsibility that this is our customer, we are taking the guarantee or we are taking the responsibility on behalf of the customer. That is your non-fund based, because bank do not have to issue the fund to the customer. That is known as non-fund based, and the amount is 50 crore. If it exceeds to 50 crore for corporation, then bank has to issue the legal entity identifier number, that is of 20-digit code. Okay. Apart from this, many codes will be asked. They can ask IFSC code, how many digits is there. MICR code can be asked. Apart from that, SWIFT code can be asked. Okay. Then MMID number can be asked. GST number can be asked. GSTN. Your Aadhaar and PAN can be asked. Aadhaar number and PAN number can be asked. Okay. So these are the certain codes which can be asked in your exam, that how many digits are there. If we talk about, I think you all know about all the digits which comes under this. If we talk about IFSC code, there are 11 digits. If we talk about MICR, this is 11. If we talk about MICR, there are 9. In SWIFT, 8 or 11. Now, why 8 or 11? When you are using the primary office, then you do not have to give the branch code, because the last 3 code in the SWIFT code will be your branch code and it is optional. So, when the primary branch, or we can say primary office, is dealing under the SWIFT organization in the SWIFT transaction, then they do not have to give the branch code. That's why that will be 8, and if any other branch is taking, then they have to give the branch code, and in that situation, you have to give the branch code. So, the last 3 digits of SWIFT code will be your branch code, that will be optional. That's why 8 or 11 can be the number. Now, if we talk about MMID, it is of 7 digits. Now, GSTN is of 15 digits. Aadhaar we know 12 digits, and PAN we know 10 digits. Okay, so these are this. Apart from that, do remember legal entity identifier also. So, these are the code which can be asked in the exam. Okay. Next. No issue, Harman, you will qualify this particular exam in November attempt. Don't worry about that. Okay. And this is the last best option for all of us who are right now giving or preparing for PPB or AFB or LRB subject, or in fact, you are going to give the JAIIB exam. Why it is important? Because from 2023, the syllabus is going to be changed and 2 new subjects will be introduced. So, it is better we qualify in the November attempt. Okay. We clear in the November attempt. Now, the next question. Which of the following banking system prohibits interest? Which of the following banking system prohibits interest? Is it Islamic banking? Is it a relationship banking? Is it mixed banking? Is it offshore banking? Which of the following will be right? So, if we talk about prohibits interest, it means you are not allowed to give interest on the banking services or product. Okay, that is it means. So, which type of banking is it? Islamic, relationship, apart from that mixed or offshore banking. Again, the types of banking is important. Very basic chapter, types of banking. It comes under the banking terminology chapter, and this is very simple and very easy to learn. There are multiple types of banking. As you can see, 4 types are written in front of you. Apart from that, we have narrow banking, we have shadow banking, we have universal banking, we have para banking, we have relationship banking, door-to-door banking. Apart from that, we have shadow banking, narrow banking. So, these are the types of banking which are according to which banks are providing different types of services. So, what is banking? The services bank is providing to the customer. According to that, we have divided the services name or the banking's name. A, that is Islamic banking. That is correct answer. So, Islamic banking works on a Sharia laws principle, and its principles prohibits the acceptance and giving of interest. So, what type of banking is it? Is it Islamic banking? You cannot accept the interest on loan, and you will not give the interest on deposit to the customer. That is Islamic banking, because it works on the Sharia law, and that Sharia law prohibits acceptance and giving of interest. That's why you cannot do so. Okay, so this is the right answer, that is Islamic banking. Okay. Now, Islamic banking, simply we have understand. Now, if we talk about the relationship banking is simple. When the bank's employee makes a certain relation with the customer, a prime relation with the customer, one-to-one relation with the customer, that is known as your relationship banking. If we talk about the offshore banking, the bank who are not following or who do not work according to the central authority of the country, that is known as offshore banking. The best example for offshore bank is if we talk about types of bank, those banks who works under the special economic zones, they comes under the offshore banking. Okay, these are the types of banking. Now next is, which of the following is false regarding transaction recorded in BOP? Now, what does BOP stands for? It stands for balance of payment. If we talk about BOP, it is balance of payment. Now, what is balance of payment? Balance of payment is a systematic statement of all the economic transactions between India and rest of the world in a financial year. Now, what we are saying, let's say for example, this is our country, this is India. Okay, and India, apart from India, everything is rest of the world. This is rest of the world. ROW means rest of the world. So now when it comes to the economic transaction means transactions which are related to the money, that is those transactions are known as economic transaction, and India is doing economic transaction with the rest of the world, with all the countries. Okay, so when we are performing or when we are having our economic transactions with other countries or rest of the world, we are earning certain money or we are paying certain money. It means certain money comes to our country, that is inflow. Inflow means simple our income, or we can say receipts, or we can say revenue, simple. And outflow will be there. Outflow can be your payments, your expenses, it can be known as. Okay, so whenever in a financial year, whatever we have earned from the rest of the world and whatever we have paid to the rest of the world, when we make a systematic statement of this particular transaction in a financial year, that is known as your balance of payment. Okay, so simply balance of payment is what? Systematic statement of economic transactions between India and rest of the world in a financial year. Now, what can be the transactions? We have said inflow and outflow. Now, what are the different sources of earning money from abroad, or what are the different sources of inflow? So, it can be export. Exports can be there. Whenever you are exporting goods and services from India to abroad, you are getting money. Apart from that, investment can be there. All types of investment, it can be FDI, it can be FII, it can be FPI, all types of investment will be covered. Apart from that, grants will be there. Grants means simply financial assistance or financial help given by a certain country or from the rest of the world, that is known as your grants. Apart from that, tourism. When the tourists are coming to India, they are taking money with themselves. Apart from that, we have remittances. Remittances means the persons who are living abroad, they are sending money to their families, their relatives. So that is known as remittance, etc. So these are the methods from where you will earning the money when you are doing economic transaction with the rest of the world. When it comes to outflow, when the money is going outside from India to abroad, that will be imports. When we are importing goods from abroad to India, we have to pay them. So that's the thing in which money is going from India to outside. And other points will be same, that we are doing investment in foreign country. We are going in the foreign country as a tourist. We are giving grants to the other countries, or we are remitting money from India to foreign country. Okay, so rest will be the same. So all these transactions record is maintained under the balance of payment. Maintain another balance of payment. Okay, I hope balance of payment is clear to all of you. Now the question is asking that which of the following statement is a false regarding transactions recording in BOP. So you have to answer the incorrect statement. Okay, now the first statement is saying foreign investments are covered in capital account. Foreign investments, it means whatever investment foreign countries are doing in India, it is mentioned in the capital account. Second is saying if balance of trade is in deficit, it means balance of payment is also deficit. It means when the balance of trade went to the deficit, balance of payment should be deficit. The second statement is saying. Third is saying net private transfers are not covered in BOP. Okay, so these are the three statements here we have with this particular question. So we have to tell which of the following is false answer. A, B, C or D. Is it only one? Is it two only? Is it 2 and 3 only? Is it 3 only? Which of the following will be right? False. We have to answer the false question, false option. So which of the following will be right answer? Okay. So when we talk about the foreign investments are mentioned under the capital account. So first statement is true. This statement is true. When we talk about that balance of payment, is it if the balance of payment is deficit, if the balance of trade is deficit, then the balance of payment will be deficit. This is the second statement, but this is not true. This is incorrect statement, because when we talk about the balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. Balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. Okay, so balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. In balance of trade, what we are writing in balance of trade, only the record of exports and imports will be written. Exports and imports will be written in a financial year under the balance of trade. In balance of payment, all these transactions will be written. Okay, when you are talking about only export and import from our country to other country or from other country to our country, then it will be mentioned under the balance of trade, and in balance of payment all the economic transactions will be there. Okay, so it is obvious that balance of trade is a part of balance of payment. So if balance of payment is deficit, balance of trade is deficit, balance of payment will be deficit. No, that is not true. Okay, so right answer, second option is not true, that is a false option. Third is saying net private transfers are not covered in BOP. Definitely it is covered in the BOP. Net private transfers means the companies are transferring fund from India to abroad or abroad to India. It will be covered. So third statement is also incorrect. So right statement will be second and third, that is C option. Okay, so right option will be C option. Second and third, both the options are incorrect. So these are the 5 questions we have discussed. Now let me know out of 5 how many answers you have given, and you have given the correct answer. Okay. Now many information here for all of you, that is, as we know, the November dates are out. On 11th of November, you have your principles and practices of banking exam. So we have a very less time, because we know the principles and practices of banking has a huge syllabus. Apart from syllabus, you have to do the revision, you have to practice questions, you have to do the full length test, you have to go through a topic wise test also. So we have a limited time, and we know this is the exam on 11th of November, and we know that we want to qualify this exam, we want to clear this exam in this November time. Then why you are waiting? Why you are waiting for the days to go without the preparation? So start your preparation right now. So and finalize your selection in the November exam, okay, or finalize the qualification of the particular exam. So for your preparation, there are 2 batches. One is bilingual batch and one is English medium batch. So in which particular language you are comfortable, you can join the particular batch. In bilingual batch, the content will be in English, but the explanation will be in bilingual. It will be in English and Hindi, but in English medium batch, everything will be in English. So what you will get in this particular products, 140 hours plus live classes will be there, 60 plus ebooks will be there for all the 3 subjects, 80 plus topic wise test will be there. Topic wise test is important to give, because whenever you have completed, let's say for example, you have completed the marketing module, you have completed the D module, and you have not practiced the questions, okay, and you have read something else, but in exam they have asked something else. So how much to study, what to study is very important to qualify the exam. You cannot go with like you have studied the marketing, so you went to the level of MBA marketing subject. So that is not sufficient, that is not required for your exam. So what they are actually asking from a certain topic, how you will know that about, how you will know about that? By practicing the topic wise test. That's why topic wise tests are important. Now recorded videos will be available. Let's say for example, someday you will not be able to join the live class, so you can watch the recorded class. But I would suggest you all always join the live class, because you are interacting with your mentor, and you can clear your query at the same time. Okay, so it will be very good for you if you join the live class. And if you miss because of your office timing or something else, then you can watch the recorded session also. So to enroll in any these batches, to get the 78% discount, you can use a code Y496. This is the code you can use to get 78% discount on a product of your exam. Okay, individual products are also available. Like if you only have to qualify the PPB subject, then individual PPB batch is also already available. Same with AFB and LRB is there. So according to your preparation, according to your timing, whatever you are deciding to, however you are deciding to qualify the exam, you can join these batches by using the code Y496. You will get 78% discount. Do purchase this particular product from Adda 24/7 application, because that gives you 1% additional additional discount. And apart from that, we have JAIIB prime test packs also. 50 plus total test will be here available. These are full length test. Okay, these are full length test. It means overall all the 3 subjects 120 questions will be there, or 120 minutes will be there, and 100 marks will be there. So these are the full length test. And to enroll in these full length tests, what you have to do, you can use a code Y496. One second. You can use a code Y496S, okay, to enroll in this particular test series. Now, one information for all of you that right now offer is going on flat 22% on all the books which are available. Okay, and to enroll in any particular book and to get any particular book, you have to use a code Y496S. Okay. For test series, for ebooks, you have to use a code Y496, and for any particular product, you have to use a code Y496. Okay. Now, one information, a biggest information for all of you. First of all, congratulations to all of you who have qualified the JAIIB and CAIIB exam in 2022. So, we have arranged a felicitation ceremony for all of you on 23rd of July at 12 p.m. and the venue will be your second floor Tower A Unitech Cyber Park, Sector 39, Gurugram. Okay, so we are waiting for all of you, those who have qualified the JAIIB, CAIIB exam in this year in 2022. So you are very much welcome to the Adda 24/7 office to the Gurugram. Okay. Now next one more information for all of you that a grand banking 2022 seminar is going to be held. Okay, in which in-depth informational, it will be in-depth seminar, informational seminar, interactive seminar by industry expert on your JAIIB, CAIIB. Okay, so this will be the seminar. This is the concept of the seminar, and this is also going to held on 23rd of July 2022 at 12 p.m. at the same address where the felicitation ceremony will be. Okay, so these are the 2 biggest announcements for all of you, that felicitation program is there, ceremony is there, and also a biggest seminar will be conducted at the same day on 23rd of July. Okay, so if you have any query regarding how to come here or anything else, or any other query regarding your subject or exam, how to qualify, then you can ask your query in the comment section. I will check your query and answer your query there. Okay. Now, last but not the least, if you are new to the Officers Adda 24/7 channel, do subscribe the channel and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. And if you like the session, then press the like button and share the session with your colleagues on different social media platform where they are connected with you, so that they will also have the particular MCQ series, target series regarding the PPB subject. Okay, so that's all from today. Thank you so much for joining the session and stay safe.